Thank you. Senator McSally.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Marcus, I don't trust Facebook. And it's because of the repeated violations of your users' privacy, repeated deceit, and I am not alone. As you know, in 2011, there was a consent decree with the Federal Trade Commission related to your privacy practices. So that's where it started there with investigative bodies, but it hasn't ended. Even after that consent decree, Facebook is under investigation again. And FTC has approved a fine for about $5 billion just recently because of your repeated violations of your users' information. For example, without users' permission, sharing personal profile information with outside software developers, selling that off again, data breaches, allegations that you've repeatedly changed users' privacy settings without notice. The SEC, of course, is also investigating events surrounding the sale of personal information from Facebook. The New York State's Office of Attorney General has an investigation into unauthorized collection of 1.5 million Facebook users' email contact databases, on and on and on. There's allegations of bugs that, oh, sorry, we didn't mean to allow them to download photos, and it's one after another, after another, after another. So I don't trust you guys. So instead of cleaning up your house, now you're launching into another business model with Calibra here, and you've got documents that talk about your privacy commitment for Calibra. So in that privacy commitment, you say that you won't be sharing account information or financial data with Facebook or any third party without customer consent. So how do we know that this isn't going to change, and how do we know you're actually going to do that based on your track record of failing and violating and deceiving in the past?
It's a totally fair question, Senator, and I want to answer it in two parts. The first is that, as you know, we've been working really, really hard on addressing the issues, some of them you've raised. We have invested incredible resources in election integrity and privacy. Mark has made it his top priority. And we will continue to do that until those issues are fully resolved and addressed to satisfaction. On the Libra side, we have designed this network in such a way that Facebook doesn't and won't control it or the currency, and that there will be plenty of competition. And I want to take a moment to explain why there will be a lot of competition. First, there's interoperability. So regardless of the wallet you choose, you'll be able to pay across wallets, which is currently not possible.
Look, I don't want to get into the technical stuff. I'm talking about the trust issue. So you violated privacy in the past as a company. You continue to have issues. You continue to change the privacy even rules without informing users, yet you're launching a new product and you're claiming that their privacy is going to be protected. So how are users to know that that's also not going to change and they're not going to be violated? That's what I'm getting at. The core issue here is trust.
And Senator, the point is really that people can get all of the benefit from this network without using our wallet. And I know that we will have to earn people's trust for a very long period of time in order to get the benefit of them wanting to use the Calibra wallet instead of any of the other wallets they'll have the choice of using.
So let me follow up also. I know Senator Toomey asked a question. Your privacy document says that Calibra will be transparent, offering customer choices and controls using clear, simple language and easy-to-find privacy controls that detail what data is collected, used, shared, and for what purposes. You're telling me, and I think you said this already, but can you clarify the user will not be able to have consent as to their data being collected?
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question, Senator.
Okay, for Calibra, you specifically say in your privacy document that there will be easy to understand controls on what data is being collected. So will the user have consent for their data being collected when they're using Calibra?
Yes, Senator.
So do they have to consent in order to use Calibra?
Yes, Senator.
Okay, so that's really no choice, right? So in order to use it, your data has to be collected. There's no option to opt out.
Well, Senator, if you want to use the Calibra wallet, you will have to, for instance, authenticate and upload a government-issued ID. And if consumers don't want us to collect that government-issued ID, for instance, at the very first step, then of course they won't be able to use the service because we will be compliant to KYC regulation.
So what's the business model of Calibra then? You mentioned the interface with Facebook just recently, that the more people are using it, the more people will stay on Facebook, and then you can just continue to collect their personal information and target them with ads and sell off their information. Is that the business model of Calibra, or how are they going to make money?
With respect, Senator, that's not what I said. But what I said is...
But that's actually what happens.
I'll focus on the specific question you asked, Senator, which is that we have 90 million businesses, many of them that grow thanks to the Facebook advertising platform. They're able to reach new consumers, they're able to hire, and we believe that if they now have the ability to sell to more constituents across the Facebook platform, and more people have access to the services and products of those 90 million businesses, then more commerce will happen on the Facebook platform.
Wonderful public good that you guys are committed to. I know I'm way over time here, and that was extremely sarcastic. Thank you.
Senator